Hey guys, welcome back to the Canadian Adventure. It's episode 3, and we are here in June. So we've played some games. Let's have a look. It's going really well, which I don't know why I sound surprised, but it is. So we'll see. Last episode we had the boring 1-1 draw with the two highlights, and then the 6-0 win against Pacific. So we followed that with a 2-1 win against Valor, who we played today. Again, Tomi Ameobi doing bits. Randy Edwino Bonsu scoring a pen. A 4-1 win against Halifax, who actually lost to Pacific in the Canadian Championship, and we played the first leg of the Pacific game, beat them 4-1. So we're going to play Valor and Pacific again today. So it's going to be, hopefully we'll play Pacific every episode. That'll be what we do. It's been going okay. We have been suddenly hit by injuries. Some big injuries as well. So John Montana got injured for 4 months, and he was our backup right winger. So it was pretty essential after that we didn't lose our right winger. So obviously we lost our right winger for about 2 weeks. He's also I have to let him go for about 100k now because where is it? We had a couple offers from German sides. So if a bid of 90k comes in this time, I need to let him go. So it's not ideal, but financially we could do with the money, so whatever. Really, the story of this whole time away has been Easton Ongaro, who is just a machine. He's got another hat trick and another 2 goals. He's on 8 and 6. Is that in the end? 8 and 5 in all competitions. It's ridiculous. And bear in mind that, like I said in the first episode, I'm going to gamble with him. So really pleased with his progress, and obviously Tomi is just the perfect partner for him. 4 assists, 3 goals. Doing bits, boys. Doing bits. So, we start the first game against Valor. It's going to be pretty much the team you remember from the last episode, with Veloda Segay staying in because Doe's still injured. We've got the Zeeby brothers are playing. So we've got Alan Zeeby, who's a fullback. He's playing for Soria, who's injured, and Bruno Zeeby, who's a right winger, is coming in for the 2 injured right wingers. He played last game as a sub, didn't really do anything. He's got good stats, but it's whether his technicals will carry him. So, let's have a look at the league. We are second. We have a game in hand against Pacific atop. This makes no sense. This league makes no sense. So we smashed them 6-0 and 4-1, and they're top of the league. So, the Cavalry FC, by the way, they've already lost their manager. He's been sacked. He's been replaced by Martin Nash, who he played in England. So I think he must have had a decent little career. But yeah, so that's how that's what's happened. There's 5 games and they've had to sack their manager. So it really is crazy. 2 teams on 1 point. So I mean we're aiming for 4th. So already I'm pretty confident that's what we're gonna get. But let's see if Valor can put some wrenches in the what? I don't know what that phrase I'm trying. Wrenches in the cogs? I don't know. Throw some wrenches somewhere, boys. I'm tired. So just all I want in this match is no more injuries, please. No more injuries. As long as the top 2 stay fit, which I know is just tempting fate. As long as they stay fit, we'll be okay. Right, so expect to pick up where you left off. Also, before I forget, because I forgot to turn replays on, and I'm sure people are shouting in that last episode that I didn't turn them on. Sorry, I forgot. So they're on this time. So hopefully we'll get another 12 goals and we'll be able to see it. Right, so first game last episode had no highlights. Let's see if we can have the same. It's not looking promising so far. Valor did run us quite close in the last game we played them. Mike Petrasso is really a decent player on the wing for them. My guys have been complacent. So first highlight, Didic into Ongaro, into Veloda Segay in the box. Tomi Ameobi. What a man. I'll say it every episode, he's my favourite player. I'm hoping I'll be able to sign him on to a longer deal. And then when he retires, I want him to be my assistant. I want him to be my Danny Graham. That's what I want. Oof, got lucky there. Didic again. Get a lot of love down this left side. Oof, good save. It's a shame about the right wingers because they were both doing really good things in there when they were playing, Montano and Bonsu. Okay, so it's 1-0. It's pretty even, to be honest with you. People just being a bit complacent. So already weren't bad, but I think you can improve. Alright, let's get this match over with. It's just that complacency from the experienced players that worries me for the long term. Because obviously, should we get through Pacific in the Canadian Championship, we are going to have a real test against Montreal, right? Or Vancouver, one or the other. That was a goal for Valor. That was Bustos. He was almost dying out there. Right, come on, boys. We need better than this. So Amiobi. Zebi. Ongaro. Oh, it's Alan Zebi, the inverted wing back. Really good finish there. Zebi brothers. They're like the Nevilles, but better. Right, so let's make a sub. You know what, I can take Ongaro off for Duick, because Duick's been coming on and doing quite well. I have got a lot of strikers on the bench. Bruno Zebi's playing terribly, but I have no one to cover him. Same with Insua, I have no one to cover him. So I put Moses out there, and we'll bring on Tungui. He played really well in the cup. So I've been trying to rotate, but I'm down so many players already. It's gonna be a struggle. So I'm gonna have to go out of position now. Play you. I think you are left-footed, if my memory serves me. You are. Right, so you can just be a wide midfielder. That's really what I'm stuck to now. I'm having to play players out of position just to cover. But you can see from the other teams, they're all knackered. So fitness is really going to be a problem here. I mean, I've been trying to be good with the rotation, but it's Divock or Diok, I think. I don't know. Don't know where I'm adding the V to on that name. Just it looks like a Divock. Right, just 3 minutes to hold up, boys. It's Alan Zebi. It's a Bruno Zebi. Amiobi. Lucky. Moses. Another good ball from Amiobi to Divock. Unlucky. I think that should wrap up the game now. I can't. Fingers crossed. Got Alan Zebi with a cross. Just going to kill the clock. Tungui. Oh, that's good stuff. Well, that was a good professional win. 22 shots again. This tactic is just pepper, pepper, pepper. So it's another. It's a good win, lads. It's a good win. What's that? Alan Zebi. Alright, mate. Right, so here's the offer. Ah, okay. So he's also contracts running out. So. Because they only offered, I think the first set of offers were like 20k, so I would rather have him to the end of the season. So likelihood is we're going to leave. I'm presuming he doesn't want a new contract. No. The only plus point is we will get that £825 back from the salary cap, and I can definitely sign players for less than that. It's a shame Montano's injured, because I would just totally put him in the team now. But we'll see if he comes back. 4 stamina already. It's dropped quite dramatically. It's a shame. Again, he's only here to the end of the season as well. So it's going to be a lot of wheeling dealing, I think, boys, at the end of the season. So let's get to Pacific in the Canadian Championship. So just check it. It's Vancouver, I think, in the next round. Yeah, so we get through that Vancouver. It's going to be very tough for the Canadian Premier League teams. Really, our only hope is this sort of group, because they're not playing anyone else. Have they drawn the semis? Yeah. So that's the Toronto's one. Oof. Michael Bradley, Michael Laudrup. Oof. So I do want to go to the MLS, but I'm enjoying this first little stint in the Canadian Premier League. So I'd like to stick around for a while. 6 games unbeaten. I'm surprised how well it's going, but I think it's just this level. I think if anyone else does this league in their own saves, obviously it's going to be so hit and miss. If you've got a good tactic, I think you'll be okay, because it's just the other teams are so average. Pacific again, keep winning. It's really surprising to me because both games I've played them, they were awful. Both games they were terrible, so I just don't know how. But there you go. Now, I've got players away on international duty, which is a worry for me because I don't really have enough players to swap them out. So I'm going to be using less subs. I've used all my academy players are in the first team squad now. So we are going to lose Boss. He's taking a hell of a pay rise, mind. I can't really argue with him for that. It's a shame, but that is so that's the end of the full season, right? Isn't it? So yeah, it's 2020. So it's not like during the full season or anything. So that's good. This is our assistant. I know it annoys people, but I think most people they play they just send the assistant, right? I just haven't got time to sit here and press the same 3 responses, especially again at this level for like opposition instructions. There isn't going to be too much scouting at this point. Right, so I just need to get through this leg. As long as I don't lose by 4 clear goals, I should be okay. So what we'll probably do, because we've got 4 days to the next game. Also, I am currently doing my, so can it go to me? I'm studying for my pro license. The board have let me do that. Same with Lars Hirschfeld, the goalkeeping coach. So my stats should go right up again, which is good. And will help when I inevitably want to get that Canadian national job. I really do want to get the national job. I think it'd be really fun to try and build up, especially because we'll have the academies from the Canadian Premier League. So it'll be really interesting to build up the nation again. But that's a long way off, boys. For now, let's just concentrate on a top 4 in the Canadian Premier League. So I am actually going to have to switch the team. Right, okay. So let's do this on the fly. Let's get Tim Gooey in there. No one on the bench. Let's get Moltosi in there. Does anyone really need a rest? Sebi needs a rest, but I don't have anyone in that position. Let's give Divock a start ahead of Easton. I think I'll take Tommy off at half time. So he's a good player, but he's not the way I like playing. So I like having that. And you could do a job, but I think his mentals just aren't good enough. He can't tackle as well, which is no. So he might bring him on. But that seems good enough for me. The CB brothers still. It's a shame they're on opposite wings, really. But I mean, you look at my team, and it really shouldn't be dominating. You know, it really shouldn't be. But right, yes, I know I only have 5 subs because I haven't got enough players. So here we go, Canadian Championships, second qualifying round, leg 2. They don't want me to say anything. Let's just encourage them. It's a brand new match. Let's just make sure you win it. Good lads. Right, that's the tunnel. They're a very good team. I trust him and I know he's versatile enough. So, again, Pacific, a wonderful purple kit. We are currently 10-1 up with matches with them. So I expect them to fight a bit more in this. But again, their fitness isn't great. I think that's really going to be an advantage for the human controlled players in this league. Oh, they've also got a long pitch, have they? Okay. So I hope you're all liking the series. I know I ramble a bit, but I don't know about you guys. When I play Football Manager Own, I don't say a word for hours. I just sit here quietly, stroking the beard, thinking about transfers. So we've got Smith to Gonzalez. That's close for Pacific. Got Baldissimo. Good save there from Peyton James. Connor James, sorry. Peyton Rawlings, the other goalkeeper. This could be the reverse. This could be the board draw. This is the worst I've played in terms of match stats as well, I think. It's Amiobi to TC. Dioch to Amiobi. Oh, he's crashed it across the crossbar. Again, I don't know. Yeah, the replays are on. Verhoeven. Tackle from Insua. So not very exciting, but I'll take the 0-0 draw at that point. Right, let's take off Charney for Lincourt Joseph, just to freshen up. I need to keep the players fit for the big games. With no disrespect to Pacific, because they are top of the league. It's De Jong. Just run for the whole team, and he's smashing the back. And he's my third choice striker, so it's a good goal from Oumar Diok. I think Emiobi might come off in a minute. They're all very complacent now, so let's get Emiobi off for. Let's give Prince Amanda a debut, shall we? She's been good, right? She can be a poacher. I have a goalkeeper and 2 strikers to choose from on the bench, right? So this is Massimo Filippi is a striker, but I'm just going to have to bring him on. Smith, Zanbaris, Norman. Very hard to pronounce these specific players. A great goal from Alessandro Hojrapor. God knows how you say that. Now playing against essentially my second team, so. Oof. I might actually lose a game. So Amanda to Zebi and to Diok. Unlucky. You see, it's decent, Oumar Diok. He just Eastern Ongaro just scores so many more goals at the minute. I just can't swap him out really, and I'm obviously never going to swap Tommy. It just works as that target man. Well, Pacific are definitely putting up more of a fight than they have done in previous games. That being said, they've absolutely caught that up. That's 2 for Diok. 6-3 on aggregate. I think this is over now, boys. So Vancouver Whitecaps. I don't know what to make of that, to be honest with you. Because according to this, Pacific are the best team in this league aside from me, and they haven't really been too much of an issue. I did alright. I'll take a 2-2 draw. So let's just confirm that. Amanda makes fresh blue. I love that guy's surname is Amanda, it's great. A few more formulas. I'm definitely going to win it. Just going to do this really quickly. So we have Vancouver in the 10th of July. Is it a 2-leg? It is a 2-leg. So financially, this is really good. So I think that will do us some much needed finance, because we've got a little bit of money from getting through that. So that is between the spring and fall. So what we're going to do, because we could do Pacific again, but we're not. So we'll come back. We'll do Forge and York 9 next episode, or will we? Or will we? So this is the thoughts, boys. So we either do 2 more CPL games for the Spring League, and then come back after that's over to do the Canadian Championship, or we just play all of that and then just do the next step, it'd be Canadian Championship. So I think what we'll do Forge and York 9, just to have 2 different teams, because we haven't seen them. We can't have Pacific every episode, can we? And then the episode after that would be the Vancouver games. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you like it, chuck a like on it. We'll see you next time.